Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back! Of course I'm back, I'm not going anywhere. Boost! Peekaboo, I see you because... Oh my god, you guys, I'm laughing because yesterday I got the best comment ever on a video. Somebody commented yesterday and they said, "What's with the fan, dude?" And I'm like, after 6 years, what's with the fan? I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2021. The album, Dad, AF, Rock on Gold Dust, Woman. What's with the fan, dude? Hey, dude. How are you guys doing today? Happy Monday. I cannot believe it is Monday again. I feel like this weekend just like flew by. Do you? Z Formation. Do you guys remember this back in the day? Z Formation. I think they did that on, what was that? Like In Living Color. In Living Color. Okay, I have a few things I would like to say before I get into this video today. Number one, I want to give a very, very special happy birthday shout out to Heather, whose birthday is tomorrow. The other thing that I want to talk about is, you know, I like watch somebody on YouTube for a while, and then like, I don't know if this happens to you. I'm sure it's the reason why I'm not getting as many views as I used to get. But then you kind of forget about that person for a while. How could you ever forget about me? Seriously? That hurts my feelings. But anyway, it's not that I like forget about somebody. It's like I watch a lot of their videos, and then like I watch somebody else, and so I'll go back in and I'll check on them, you know, and whatever. And so last night, after I got done vlogging, I was like sitting in the parking lot of the post office, as I often do at 5 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, you know what? What happened to Kenya from As Told by Kenya? Because I adore As Told by Kenya. And I had noticed, I think it was like 6 months or so ago, she was doing some book reviews on her channel, right? So I go over and I'm looking at her channel, and she has this video called, oh my god, I love her so much, you guys. I love, Kenya from As Told by Kenya is probably one of the most naturally talented YouTubers on YouTube. So entertaining, right? Period, okay? So she has this video, and it's called something like, Why I'll Never Read a Book from Book Talk Again. So if you don't know, what you don't know is a lot. There is Bookstagram, which is Instagram for books. And then there's BookTube, of which I have a channel called Peter Likes Books. It's actually how I started on YouTube. And now there's Book Talk, okay, which is like TikTok, but it's for books, and people make recommendations and stuff. I'm laughing because if you've ever watched an As Told by Kenya book where she literally goes in and just, she lets influencers have it, okay, and celebrities, and I mean, anybody's fair game, right? Kenya does the same thing, but to a book. And I'm like sitting there in my car at 5 o'clock in the morning, okay, howling, absolutely howling, because she is A, so honest about this book, but just letting this book absolutely have it. So if you have not ever checked out As Told by Kenya, go check her out, and definitely go watch some of her book videos, you guys. They are literally priceless, because I was like, what is she going to do? Like, I had seen her talk about books before, but it was like her, I think it was her wrap-up, her September wrap-up that she was doing at the end of October, which was so funny anyway, because I'm like, this is just like me. So there's that. There was one other thing I wanted to tell you guys, and I don't remember what it was. Oh, I know what it is. Okay. Speaking of that, I'm starting to get, well, I have been getting these comments for a while, but I'm getting more and more of them, right? Peter, we're so tired of the same 4 to 5 people, of you talking about the same 4 to 5 people. It's always Trisha Paytas, Gabbie Hanna, who else is there? Shane Dawson. It's always the same 4 to 5 people, okay? Now, I have to tell you, this is quite interesting to me, right? Because now, I don't know if you all are aware of this, but there like our entire channels that are dedicated to like Amberlynn Reid, right? Or those, you know, Nikocado Avocado. There are entire channels dedicated to certain YouTubers, right? And I read the comment sections and I don't see a lot of people that are like, why are you still talking about Amberlynn Reid? Go talk about somebody else, right? So I think that when you come to a Peter Monn drama channel, now not like a Peter Does Stuff channel video, because today I did my Christmas patio, but my drama channel, I think people know kind of like, oh, he's probably going to be talking about one of the same 5 or 6 people that, you know, he's talked about since he's been here from the beginning. But listen, okay? I do this channel because I like to entertain you. Peace. Oh. Oh, my fan is way over. Somebody go get it for me, please. I'm gonna have to have it for a Trisha Paytas video. But anyway, you know, I do these videos, A, because yes, I love to have an opinion about things with my friends, with you guys, with anybody, right? But B, because I really like to entertain people. And when I get the comments from people that say, thank you for your drama videos, they really, like, I've been going through a hard time and they've really taken me away from stuff and whatever. It means the world, right? So I want to make videos that you guys are interested in. So what I am going to ask of you is this, right? If you have topics, now I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put this caveat out there from the very beginning, okay? There are certain things that I just do not want to talk about on YouTube. There are things that are so heavy on my heart that I'm like, I don't think this belongs in a drama video. I think it's way too serious. There are things I think that ride the fence of that, especially when it comes to some of these huge influencers, where I feel that it is important to have the conversation, okay? But I want to talk about some people on YouTube that are outside of the same community of people that I talk about over and over and over again, okay? So please recommend to me in the comment sections below some other communities that you watch, some other people. Here's the problem, okay, is this. Like, it was so funny because I was talking to somebody last night and they were like, you were really one of the first people to do Amberlynn Reid commentary, which way back in the day, I'm not going to pat my own back because there were other people that were doing it, but I was one of the first people that started talking about Amberlynn Reid, right? Like right as she was kind of like rising up in numbers. The problem with doing like a video about Amberlynn Reid now, which I am going to talk about Amberlynn Reid today, and I love the Amberlynn Reid commentary channels. I watch them. I don't watch Amberlynn Reid, okay? But I will tell you the problem with that is this, that y'all think the Jeffree Star stands are vicious. Okay, so if you do not know your facts about Amberlynn Reid, okay, and when the era and the epic time period of when she was with Destiny versus Becky, and when did she move her hairbrush to the right side of the room, and what was in her Burger King bag. I mean, if you do not know the specific details, they let you have it. And they're like, I think you need to check your facts. It was actually on November 4th of 2018 when she ate an onion ring instead of a French fry at Burger King, yada, yada, yada. And that was the same day that she did her tour at Hall and she brought a Christmas sweater, okay? So it's like, if you don't get your facts right about Amberlynn Reid, people let you have it. If it weren't for that, trust and believe that I probably would do some Amberlynn Reid commentary over here. I don't really watch her that much anymore because, like I've said in my videos before, I have a hard time like supporting somebody that is hurting themselves at the expense of making money and ching-ching on YouTube. But that would be a reason for me to do commentary. So on that, but I don't know if that makes any sense. But anyway, but you know, like you have to know your facts about a lot of these different people, which is why, you know, people will reach out to me and they'll be like, would you please talk about yada, yada, yada? And I'm like, I don't even know who this person is, let alone to have an opinion on it, where I'm afraid that if I do the video that, like, you know, 1,000 people are going to be like, you don't even know what you're talking about. I'm going to be like, no, you're right, I don't, right? It would be much easier for me to talk about how Jaclyn Hill cannot even have one successful launch because apparently her jewelry that she has sent out to the world now is turning everybody's skin green, okay? So apparently, if you want green skin and hair growing out of your lipstick, shop at jaclynhill.com. I don't know what to say anymore, okay? The poor girl, she can't do nothing right. I mean, Jaclyn Hill, pull in the reins, girl. But there are some other communities that I would like to talk about. So if you would like to see me do Amberlynn Reid commentary, put it in the comment section below, okay? If you would like to see me do whatever, put it in the comment section below. If you want to see me do candle, I want to talk about different communities, okay, and what's going on in those communities, not just the same 5 or 6 sad people in the beauty community. And you know, I got a comment the other day and somebody was like, why don't you talk about positive things to do with these people and yada, yada, yada. I do. I sing out a lot of praises. Oh, I'll do this in just a second. My new Lunar Beauty clear lip gloss came. I try to, but here's the thing, right? I mean, I make videos that people would enjoy watching, but if you guys were really honest with yourselves, the majority of you out there, when watching a drama commentary video, if I just sat here and said, yeah, I really like this person and I really like that person, and this person's a really nice person and they do good things and they're a nice person, and they're just, you know, like, some of you would watch it and say, hey, thank you, I really appreciate you introducing me to new people, but how many of those videos are, no, you want me to drag a fool, so you want me to drag a fool? Let's drag a fool. Let's talk about Trisha Paytas being a raw vegan. Okay. So I just watched this video that this vegan video that Trisha Paytas, I can't talk about her. I can't talk about Trisha Paytas anymore because, okay, Trisha Paytas just put out this video. When was it? Oh, hold on a second. 23 hours ago. It is sitting at 43,000 views. Trisha Paytas can't pull views anymore. I mean, I don't think Trisha really realizes how they have, like, really, like, ruined their own career. I mean, let's just look at this for a second. Okay, this is on Trisha's main channel. 10 days ago, studying Islam and what I learned. That is Trisha's highest. And, oh, God. Okay, that's Trisha's highest viewed video in the last 2 weeks. And it's sitting at 122,000 views. Reacting to my meat eating videos before I was vegan, that's 73,000 views. Now you have to remember, between that point and now, Trisha went off being a vegan, okay? My fiance and I have zero chemistry, 86,000 views, which I'm sure was a trolling video. The toilet paper outage is happening again. That's 43,000 views. My apology to the vegan community, that is 63,000 views, which I did a video about, talking about where Trisha Paytas comes out and says, I ate a Snicker bar, I didn't know that milk chocolate had milk in it. Okay, and then tasting our wedding food, what are we serving at our formal reception, and going raw vegan, let's do this. Okay, so the raw vegan video was out a day ago, it's 44,000 views. Now let me tell you about this video for a second, okay? So bad, I need my lip gloss. Well, I'll share it with you guys in here in just a second. But in the meantime, let's just put this lip gloss on. Because when your lips are dry as mine, then it's lunar beauty time. I was watching the Real Housewives of the UK. I was watching RuPaul's Drag Race UK, which, by the way, I just have to tell you, the top 3 finalists are so fantastic. Oh, that's another thing that I love about Kenya. Kenya will spoil a book like nobody's business, or a TV show, or a movie, and she don't care. She sits there and she goes, I'm going to spoil this book, so I don't care. I'm like, oh my God, I love this. Because on my BookTube channel, I'm like so careful about not spoiling books for people, and she's like, I'm spoiling this book. And she never remembers the character's name. It's hilarious. Okay. But anyway, I have caught up on RuPaul's Drag Race Canada and on UK. And the top 3 finalists for RuPaul's Drag Race UK, I am like, any one of them could win and I would be equally as happy. They are so fantastic. But I just have to tell you, Ella Vidae, who is one of the finalists over there, is so hubba hubba, okay? And there's this one part, and this made him so much cuter. There was this one part where they had to do this, like, roast, and he goes, I don't like know how to do jokes. Like, I don't have any jokes, like stand-up jokes. He's like, my jokes are like dad jokes. And he goes, how do you invite an ant to a party? And he goes, this is such a Peter Monn joke, okay? Like, why is 6 afraid of 7 and all that. He goes, how do you invite an ant to a party? And he goes, want to come to my party? And I was like, oh my God, I live. That is the funniest joke in the entire world. Okay, so anyway, Trisha Paytas puts out this video. Now let me tell you about this video, okay? The video is like 23 minutes long or something like that. Hold on a second. Oh, no. It's 11 minutes and 12 seconds. What was the video that I watched? It was 23 minutes long. Going raw vegan, let's do this. It's 11 minutes long. The first 60% of the video is Trisha talking about their OnlyFans being on sale, and that they haven't raised their money in quite some time, or the price that it costs to join over there for quite some time, and talked about the difference between how they do things and what other people do, and that other people will charge you like a really low rate, like $5.99, but then when you get over there, if you want to see the real deal, you have to pay like extra money for that, right? Which is totally the trick to OnlyFans that I have heard that people do over there, is that like you charge a real low amount and get people like the monthly, and then you come in, it's like, if you want to see all this, hey, that'll be $59.99 to see my knee. You know, that kind of business, right? Which I'm coming out with an OnlyFans. Everybody else in the entire world has an OnlyFans. Why not me? Would you pay for my OnlyFans? Anyway, would you? But seriously, would you? Oh my God, Wednesday we are going to see Gucci, Gucci, Louis, Louis, Fendi, Fendi, Prada. We're going to see The House of Gucci with Lady Gaga, which is so funny because I feel like I'm one of the only people in the entire world that has read that book because we read it for our true crime book club, and it is long. It is such a long book, you guys. But Lady Gaga's like, or her character, or the person she portrays, is not like a huge part of the book. So I'm like, how is this like all about Lady Gaga, or are they only doing part of it? I don't know. I'm excited to see the movie. But anyway, so Trisha Paytas goes in and talks about the OnlyFans. And then goes in and talks about how they have their real engagement ring back. And it's always kind of like, and what's interesting about this with Trisha is that there's been a lot of people talking about Trisha raising their OnlyFans subscription price, right? And then Trisha comes out and talks about raising their OnlyFans subscription price. There's been so many people talking about this fake ring, okay, that Trisha Paytas has. And then Trisha Paytas comes out and talks about having their ring back. And it's like, this is so contrived, kind of, you know what I mean? So I'm like, whatever. So I watch this video, and I have to say, and then goes in and talks about how they got an email. They get an email every single day from somebody that's like, you really need to try going raw vegan and whatever and all this kind of stuff. I have to say, like, this is what is so baffling to me about Trisha Paytas, okay? Is if you watch this video, this is like Trisha sitting on their couch 5, 6 years ago, just having a conversation with their fans, their fishies, and, you know, just really enjoying life. It's like one of those videos. I mean, there's nothing, even the raw vegan part in this video does not seem fake. It seems real. It seems like Trisha really wants to try this. And at the end of it, Moses is in the kitchen, and he's like, because he's, you know, Trisha's assistant. So he's like cutting up this stuff for Trisha, right? And, you know, like Trisha, I do wonder this, like Trisha films this stuff like all through the day, like, and Moses is always right there. What does Moses do for a living, okay? And like, I don't need, to be honest with you, like, who I am inside of me, like, people always want to speculate, like, oh, Moses is using Trisha's money, and I don't even care about all that, okay? Like, that's on Trisha, and I don't even know if there's any truth to that, and whatever, that's probably not my business to speculate, but I would if it was the Real Housewives. But, especially if someone was using my girl, Marlo, okay? Because she's my favorite. But anyway, so at the end, he's like cutting up stuff, and he's, you know, handing it to Trisha, and Trisha's trying it, and whatever. And I'm like, this just seems really, really natural. Now, before I get into the TikTok clicks, where's my face? I said clicks, okay? But it didn't sound like I did. Before I get into the TikTok clips, okay? I want to talk about the fact that I at one point was a raw food vegan. I didn't even say it was a raw food vegan. I just went on a raw foods diet. Actually, it was probably like 7 years ago right now, because I started it like the 1st of November, and then I did it through Thanksgiving Day, and with the intention of just like not doing it on Thanksgiving Day and then going back, but that didn't happen. And I do want to say this, okay, about this, because for those of you that know, I'm a vegetarian. I've been a vegetarian for 4 years and a few months now. I'm not a very healthy vegetarian. I mean, you can be a vegetarian and not be super healthy, right? But I have to tell you, at that time, I was watching a lot of people that I think are really problematic on YouTube today. I don't even know, so I don't want to say their names, but there were people that was watching that were like raw food enthusiasts, right? And like Trisha was talking about like all these recipes. There's not really a lot of recipes that you can do with raw foods. There's like burritos and chili and stuff like that. But the reality is, you can't cook anything, okay? Like that's the deal with raw foods. Like, you can't cook over a certain temperature because the food has to remain raw, okay, to retain its nutrients. And these are things that Trisha will learn if Trisha continues to do it. But I do want to say this for anybody out there criticizing this and whatever. I did the raw foods diet for 3 days, or for 24 days or whatever, from the 1st through 24th or whatever of November. It was extremely expensive, number one. What a lot of raw food enthusiasts say is to like eat when you're hungry. And so that sometimes would be like 6 and 7 bananas a day. I mean, you just go and you buy like what looks good. And I would make this huge salad. I wasn't completely 100% raw foods because I would allow myself like literally like half a teaspoon of this Greek yogurt that had no milk or any dairy products or anything like that, but had Greek yogurt, dressing in it, because I had to have some taste on this huge salad that I was eating. But let me just tell you guys, within 3 days, my headaches were gone. And the problem is, I don't know that for me, it was like a sustainable diet over a long period of time. I mean, I felt like I was eating all the time, you guys, to just, I did not realize like what like I needed more like nutrients constantly and drinking water all the time and stuff. Within 3 days, my headaches were gone, and I have like migraine headaches, okay? My headaches were gone. I was sleeping so well. I felt so rested on a daily basis. I was the happiest I had ever been. Like, it completely changed my whole, like, state of mind and being. Like, it was crazy, right? So you might ask yourself, well, Peter, why haven't you gone back and done another, gone back to being a raw foods dieter enthusiast? I haven't ruled it out. I might do it, you know? So with seeing Trisha try this, like, to me, the issue isn't the fact that Trisha's trying this. The issue isn't the fact that Trisha's, I'm going to show this clip in a second, too, apologizing to the vegan community and wanting to start over at ground one. You know, if Trisha wants to do that, that's fine, okay? Then Trisha should be a vegan and start over 100 times if they need to. And it's not really starting over, it's really learning as you go. And when you've been a vegetarian for long enough, and vegans I know are the same way because I've talked to many vegans, I have many friends of mine that are vegans. When you've done that for a long period of time, you don't reset, you know? It's like you learn as you go. And Trisha will learn that if they continue to go. I don't have an issue with Trisha being raw foods, vegan, whatever. I think it's fantastic. I will give Trisha Paytas this, though, okay? That year one of me on YouTube, I started a channel called My So-Called Healthy Life, of which I went on a diet. You can see that that channel really stuck. That channel is now called Peterisms. But that was at a point when Trisha Paytas was talking about me in videos. And Trisha Paytas sarcastically made fun of me in a video saying, who starts a diet channel at Thanksgiving and Christmas, right? So Trisha, I'm just gonna offer that to you, okay? That it is interesting to me that right around the corner from your wedding and all of these, the holiday season, that you have chosen to go raw foods, okay? I'm gonna tell you, it's not the easiest time of year to do it. I have a little experience. But my issue with it is this, okay? Is that then Trisha starts trolling, okay? It's like, let me take this and then let me troll it. Well, guess what? This is the deal, okay? Trisha Paytas, well, let me show you the video clips first. Here you go.
I just want to apologize to all the vegans that I let down. I still would like to continue my vegan journey. I'll just start back at day one tomorrow, I guess. And to the non-vegans, F you, don't eat meat. TikTok, what's up? This is what I eat in a day as a raw vegan. First of all, everything is so colorful that I'm eating. It all has great texture. This is purple cabbage, and it's better than a freaking potato chip. So delicious. This is my favorite thing. This is a cactus fruit. Oh my God, look how beautiful. It looks like a crystal. Oh, I love it. It tastes like rainbow sherbet. It's so good. I ate the whole thing already for my vlog. It's so good. And finally, if you want a french fry as a raw vegan, cucumber sticks. Are you hearing that crunch? They're so refreshing. Oh my God, this is so good. I just feel like, go raw vegan. It'll change your life, your mind, your body. Cures everything. So good. Hey guys, so I am raw vegan, as you know, and we have become self-sustainable as of lately, growing our own foods. Not only is it healthier because we know exactly what we have, there's no added pesticides and all of that stuff like that, but if there's another panini or there's, you know, food runs out or whatever, we have all the food we need here. So let's go into the garden and see what we can find for some raw vegan spring rolls. This is our mint. I picked these two out. We're going to throw these in the spring rolls. They're also really good for tea, and they're actually super tasty. Can you believe we can, like, live off the earth? Insane. Then we have some onion. I already picked mine right here, and I've been munching on this. Whenever I eat onion, I feel like I'm eating, like, fajitas or something. It's so good. Mayo, thyme, delicious. So, yeah, it's getting into the winter, so we're kind of limited on what else we're growing. But if you guys want to see more self-sustainable hacks, just let raw vegan Trish know.
So there you go. I went and got my fan. Now I feel complete. So here's the deal. I'm like sitting there watching this and talking about Amberlynn Reid and talking about the past few days, Gabbie Hanna, who I said yesterday, if you watch my video, you know, I said kudos to her for staying out of drama and just doing her thing right now. But I want to say this before I get into this comparison study. How sad is it And in 2021, with somebody like Gabbie Hanna and Trisha Paytas, 30-year-old grown adults, that we have to say, congratulations on not being problematic. You should be so proud of yourself. Like, seriously? I mean, if you are 25 to 35 to 45, are you walking around on the street getting congratulations from your boss, your husband, your wife, your kids, your grandma, your dog, your neighbor, from anybody saying, thank you for not being problematic? You know, I mean, it is seriously so ridiculous that we have to congratulate or even notice that about people. When people come over to me and they're like, yeah, Gabbie Hanna's not causing any drama. Good for her. She shouldn't, right? Why should she be causing drama to begin with? But anyway, I'm sitting there watching this all go down, and I'm like, oh, hold on a second. So Trisha Paytas released a new song. Trisha Paytas has new Sad Boy merch coming out. That's what all this drama is about. Trisha Paytas has pulled a good Gabbie Hanna, okay? Gabbie Hanna, let's put out all this woe and misery and drama out there in the world. Why? So that I can release a song. And everybody said all this stuff about Gabbie Hanna was all about this song, right? Congratulations, Gabby, for your song. Congratulations for staying out of drama for a while. I'm sure Gabbie Hanna will be putting drama out in the world, so just stay tuned when she has another song coming out, okay? Just like Trisha Paytas has been stirring up all this drama for this, and because I think that Trisha is going to do some huge video whatever around their wedding. I really, really do. And Trisha has been mentioning their wedding more and more and more. And they're literally at the point where they're like trying food, which is interesting to me that Trisha said, we're like right around the corner from our wedding. But then at the same time, Trisha is talking about like, unless they pre-filmed the videos, that they went to like show the menu. And I'm like, isn't that stuff that happens like a month or two in advance or 3 months in advance? So I don't know the timing of the wedding. The other thing that people were noticing was that the date that Trisha announced the vegan, I'm a vegan video, and then also the apology video was filmed like with the same nails and hair, and people were like, the whole thing was contrived. They didn't believe any of it. I don't know if Trisha Paytas is a vegan. I do know this, okay? That if you're gonna do this and talk about it, and you want people to care about you or support you, I mean, Trisha Paytas literally used to get hundreds of thousands of views, okay? For sitting on a kitchen floor crying about aspects of their life, right? And people cared and people were invested. Even those that were kind of like, I'm not really sure if I believe this is true or not, they still were invested. Trisha Paytas can hardly pull 50 to 60,000 views at this point, okay? With millions of subscribers. So it's like, you are truly ruining your career. Then this is what's interesting to me about the whole food piece, okay? And the dieting piece and the trying all this. Then it's like, now are you taking a card for Amberlynn Reid, from Amberlynn Reid, which trust and believe Amberlynn Reid would absolutely die because Amberlynn Reid has wanted to be Trisha Paytas forever. Amberlynn Reid is obsessed with Trisha Paytas, okay? She told that to me years ago. So I'm like, okay, so is Trisha Paytas trying to be the new Amberlynn Reid? Because I'm sitting there and she's like moving stuff around in the kitchen and I'm like, people are watching. This is the thing, okay? When you start doing this stuff, people watch very, very closely what you are doing, okay? They're watching very, very closely like what you're eating. Like, I was joking about the Burger King, okay? But Amberlynn Reid, I think, has started 952 diets at this point. Diets, okay? And I don't know, I haven't watched an Amberlynn Reid video in in a month, so I don't know what Amberlynn Reid's doing right now. I mean, I know a little bit because of Zachary Michael, but I don't know, like, everything that's going on with Amberlynn Reid, okay? But this is the thing. It's like, did you guys ever see the Amberlynn Reid video when she was talking about being on the diet and whatever, and then Becky went into the kitchen, and she kept on moving the Burger King bag out of the microwave on top of, and she was like, well, that's Becky's. That's Becky's or Destiny's child. I don't know who it was. I don't care, okay? But anyway, but do you guys remember all of that? And people let her have it, okay? Well, like, what I got at that moment, having watched Amberlynn Reid for a month or a year previous to that, was it was all trolling. Like, that moving of the Burger King bag was so contrived. Amberlynn Reid knew exactly what she was doing, okay? You know, it's like, I've talked to Amberlynn Reid enough to know the girl is sharp. She's not stupid. She knows what she's doing, okay? When she's doing that deal on YouTube where she's like, let me show you my exercise routine, sometimes I do a step to the left. Sometimes I do a step to the right. Then I take 2 steps forward, right? And people in the comment sections are just letting her have it, right? Well, if you go look at her likes to dislikes ratio, she gets a lot more dislikes than she does to likes. But you know what Amberlynn Reid knows, and she doesn't care? It's engagement on YouTube. And it's still building her channel. It's still recommending her channel. She's still getting views. So she's got all these channels talking about her now. All these people are making, you know. There are more Amberlynn Reid channels than Trisha Paytas channels. That's saying something, right? So is Trisha Paytas trying to be the new Amberlynn Reid with all these different diets? Is Trisha Paytas trying to be the new Gabbie Hanna with putting all this drama out before the song comes out? Or is Trisha Paytas the original with all of that stuff, right? I'm telling you right now, people say to me, you need to stop giving Trisha Paytas advice. No, Trisha Paytas needs advice from a few people out here, okay? They really do. Because here's the thing, 43,000 views, where's that going to be in five years, okay? 2,000 views? You know, I mean, or 2,000 views. Is that it? 2,000? 20,000? You know what I'm trying to say. No, you don't? It doesn't matter! Anyway, let me know what you think about all of it in the comment section, okay? I don't know what this is. Anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.